joined, I would like to give us a brief guidelines on how to run the whole thing here. And we are most excited and thrilled to have you here. Everybody is entitled to talk, but anytime you want to talk, you are going to raise your hand so that I can attend to you and give you the opportunity to talk. We are so much excited to have every one of you. Everyone here is important, and we want to see how we can, give our contribution and ideas about this menace of rape. This is something that we cannot just fold our hands and allow it like this to be happening. I think something needs to be done, and we need to, we need to start it somewhere. And from that, we should have a forum like this so that we can get inputs and ideas from everyone. It is a menace because the thing is that it has been eaten deep into the fabric of our society. But before everything, my name is Jolly Jonathan. Right.
First and foremost, we grew up in a context where sex education isn't something that people talk about. I mean, parents do not have these kinds of conversations with their kids, and it's a shame-based culture, and it is because of shame that a lot of parents do not want to talk about sex with their children, and we kind of have like a, how would I say it? It's like we have a blindfold, about the whole concept of sex. And in our society, it tends to feel like it does not exist, but it actually exists. And so, like I said, I wouldn't want to begin from the perspective of a victim. But my question is, what is going on in the mind of the person, the man, the brother, the uncle, the neighbor? What's going on in their mind that made them, take up that kind of act?
Rape, in my own perspective, is, let me use the word overpowerment. You see someone wants to exercise his power on the other party. He feels he can overpower. Rape is forcefully having sexual intercourse with another person without the person's consent. The females in this part of African region, we believe keeping quiet in some certain things is the best. You will see a lady who is being defiled. The family will try to cover up the rape case because they feel if they make it open, the girl might not get married because rape is a form of dishonor or and all that. But if we can kill that low self-esteem by voicing out that, look at what happened. I read something online where somebody said she couldn't push up or voice out because when she told her mom shouted at her and she just withheld back. If our parents can support us to voice out when such things happen, I believe there will be zero cases.
Rape generally, it's sex that is not consensual. Somebody has to give you consent for you to have sex with the person. And I would like to point out that once a person is not 18 and you have sex with that person, it can be considered rape because that person is not an adult and that person cannot give you consent to have sex with the person. Second, I would love to point out that even men could be raped. So it should not be like centered on men raping women alone.
Most recently, the world has recorded rape like never before. So we also remember the case of the commissioner in Kogi State. That was barely 2 months ago, who after abusing a lady physically, raped her. And when that case was brought before the news, yesterday I saw it on the television, up till today, nothing serious has been done about it. So our laws are porous. We don't have concrete laws that govern against this inhumane attitude. That is one major issue we are having in this country.
We need to unlearn, we need to relearn, and we need to learn. We need to go back and unlearn what we have learned before. We need to come back and relearn, and we need to learn. Because sometimes some of the perspective we have is that women are the weaker vessel. if you go to societies, men do see women as just a weaker vessel, something that they can just bounce on anytime, and they don't see them as anything. Those are the things that we need to unlearn. Now we need to come and relearn that women are not weaker vessel. They are equal. We are made equal. So you don't just to learn that it ought to be yes, and when there is a no, it ought to be
okay.
no.
Thank you very much. Pat, do you have anything to say?
I really love what Emmanuel said about unlearning the things that have put us in where we are right now. The things that we cannot see, those subliminal things that are in our system that perpetuates this whole idea that rape is okay, or a man can do this and get away with it freely. Those are the things we need to unlearn and re-educate ourselves on how we can begin to value each other, irrespective of our gender or irrespective of where we're coming from. Thank you.
You're welcome. Angel, do you have anything to say? We are almost rounding off the session.
Yeah, zero rape is very, very, very possible. It begins with us. It begins with you, me. It begins with our leaders. Not saying, leave this and at the back you're doing something else. Practice what you tell others. Because in most cases, our leaders are the one involved in these rape cases because they feel they are well-to-do and they can do anything and get away with it. So if our leaders up there can behave well, those are the grassroots, can behave well. If a father of a family can behave well, not raping his own daughter, you can imagine that. When a father is raping his own daughter, what will happen when a stranger comes? So we should learn, we should behave well, we should act what will tell others to act, not saying do this and the next time you're doing the other thing. Another thing Emmanuel said, empowering women. We should give our ladies voice.
Okay.
We don't have voice in this country.
Okay.
Ladies should be empowered so that they can speak up when such cases comes up. That is what I have to say. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost going a curtain on this discussion, and I want to use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for stepping down your crucial schedules in order to contribute to this kind of movement. Of course, we cannot fold our arms to allow such kind of things happening in our society. Although it may look small within our circumference, but as the passage of time, it goes beyond society. So please, I want to urge us, respective, places, let's be an agent of, campaigning to say no on this action of it. Because, of course, to young people that are coming up, they don't seem to look at it as anything bad. But if we can, find a way of reaching out to them, telling them that, okay, this thing, it has a lot of effects. It affects you, psychologically, spiritually, socially, etc. So if those kind of people, we can reach out to them, I believe it could go a long way